Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today we're going to have Game 4 of the NLCS between the Cubs and Dodgers at Wrigley Field. The Dodgers are up 3-0 in this series and looking to clinch a trip to the World Series with today's game. The Dodgers are sending Clayton Kershaw out to the mound. He was injured for the part of the year. He did make 15 starts with a 4-2 record, 4.06 ERA, and a 1.06 WHIP. Dodgers lineup will be Betts, Muncy, Bellinger, Luck, Smith, Seager, Peterson, McKinstry, and Kershaw batting ninth. Aaron Nola will be on the mound for the Cubs. He made 34 starts on the season with a 12-9 record, 4.26 ERA, and a 1.23 WHIP. Cubs lineup will be Horner, Grisham, Correa, Rizzo, Bryant, Harper, Posey, Nola, and Santana batting ninth. It is 56 degrees, a little bit warmer today, with an afternoon game and wind blowing in from right off the lake at 11 mph. The Dodgers are up 3-0 in this series, looking to pull out the brooms and complete the sweep of the Cubs. The Cubs send Aaron Nola to the mound to try to avert that disaster. Nola did win his start against the Braves in the division series, so Nola on the mound now, facing Mookie Betts to lead off the game. 2-ball count. Nola standing on the mound looking to the side. And here comes the pitch to Mookie Betts. And it's driven in the air deep to right field. Going back is Harper. He runs out of room. It's 1-0 Dodgers on the very first batter of the inning in the top of the first inning. 405 feet into the wind into right field. The Dodgers go up 1-0. Max Muncy now the batter. Top of the first inning, Nola working with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch to Muncy. He grounds it back toward the mound. The pitcher has it. He throws to first for out number one. Bellinger the batter, one out, nobody on. Nola working with a full count. Here comes the pitch to Bellinger. And that's a pop-up in foul territory. The catcher, Posey, calls for it. He makes the play for out number two. Luck's the batter, 2 outs, nobody on. Nola working with a 2-strike count. Here's the pitch to Gavin Lux. And that is a swing and a miss for strike three. The inning is over. So the Cubs allow the Dodgers to take the 1-0 lead going into the bottom of the first inning. Horner the batter. Bottom of the first, Cubs down by 1. 1 strike is the count. Here comes the pitch to Niko Horner. Kershaw with the delivery. Grounder up the middle, shortstop has it. The throw to first, that is out number one. Next up, Trent Grisham, 1 out, nobody on. Grisham faces Kershaw with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. There's a grounder towards second. The throw goes over to first, that's out number 2. Correa now the batter, 2 outs and nobody on. Kershaw facing Correa with a 2-ball count. Here comes the delivery. Lined into left field, there's a base hit, 2-out single, as the Cubs have a tying run on base here in the bottom of the first. Rizzo now the batter, 2 outs, 1 man on. Kershaw working with a 1-2 count. Rizzo grounds it to second. On the shift, the second baseman is in the correct position. He throws to first and the inning is over. The Cubs strand a runner, did not score. We are going to the top of the second of a 1-0 Dodger lead. Will Smith is going to lead off the Dodgers in the top of the second inning. 2-2 is the count. Nola with the delivery. Smith swings and misses for strike three. That is out number 1. Seager now batting, 1 out, nobody on. Nola facing Seager with a 1-2 count. Nola with the pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike three. There's out number 2. Nola got him with the off-speed pitch there. He's got 3 strikeouts in the game. Peterson batting, 2 outs, nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Nola with the delivery. Strike 3 on the outside corner, so Nola strikes out the side. We are going now to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Dodgers. Chris Bryant steps up to the plate against Clayton Kershaw. 1 ball is the count. Here's the pitch to Bryant. He grounds it toward first. Picked up and flipped to the pitcher covering. That is out number 1. Harper the batter, 1 out, nobody on. Full count pitch to Bryce Harper. Kershaw with the delivery. And Harper takes low for ball 4, so a good eye there. He draws the walk with 1 out, bringing up Buster Posey. 1 out, 1 man on. Kershaw working with a 1-strike count. Posey drives it down the right field line. The catch is going to be made, however, for out number 2. And now the pitcher Nola bats with 2 outs and 1 man on. Nola waiting for the pitch. Here it comes. Driven in the air to left. The left fielder gets there. He makes the catch and the inning is over. So the Cubs strand a runner. We're going to the top of the third of a 1-0 Los Angeles lead. McKinstry facing Nola in the top of the third inning. 3-0 count. Nola with the delivery. Low and in for ball 4. So McKinstry draws the walk. As he heads down to first, it brings up the pitcher Kershaw. Sacrifice situation here for Kershaw as he steps up to the batter's box. He lays down the bunt down the first base line. Rizzo has it. He throws to first to the pitcher, and that is a sacrifice for the first out of the inning. The runner advances to second, bringing up Mookie Betts. 1 out, runner on second. Nola working with a 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch to Betts. Popped up, right side. Rizzo calls for it. Horner calls him off. He makes the play for out number 2. Max Muncy now the batter. 2 outs and 1 man on. Nola faces Muncy with a 1-2 count. And that is strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So the Dodgers strand a runner. They do not score. Going to the bottom of the third of a 1-0 ball game. Danny Santana facing Clayton Kershaw on the bottom of the third. Santana leading off. 2-2 is the count. Batting from the right-handed batter's box. And Santana swings and misses for strike 3. Kershaw gets strikeout number 1 on the day. Niko Horner is the next batter. 1 out, nobody on. Horner facing Kershaw. Here comes the first pitch. There's a drive to center field. Going back, the center fielder has it. That is out number 2. Grisham now batting. 2 outs, nobody on. Kershaw with a full count payoff pitch. Here it comes. There's a drive down the right field line. That is going to be extra bases. Rounding first and heading for second is Trent Grisham. He will have, he's going for third. This is going to be a triple. Grisham slides in safely, and the Cubs have a 2-out triple here in the bottom of the third inning. Now Carlos Correa is the batter. So Correa bats with 2 outs and the runner on third. Tying run 90 feet away, bottom of the third inning. Kershaw with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch to Correa. He lines it up the middle. That's going to tie up the ball game. The Cubs have tied up the first ball game. It's game 4. This is the first time that they've tied up a game after the Dodgers took the lead in this entire series. So Correa with the RBI single brings up Anthony Rizzo. Bottom of the third inning, 2 outs, runner on first. Kershaw versus Rizzo with a 2-1 count. And Rizzo grounds it up the middle. The shift was on. The shortstop has it. They go to second to retire the lead runner and end the inning. But the Cubs tie the ball game. It's 1-1 going in the top of the 4th inning. Nola faces Bellinger in the top of the 4th. 1-1 is the count. Nola with the delivery. Driven in the air, deep to right. Bellinger says, I don't think so. We're taking this lead back. He hits that one all the way out onto the street behind the right field stands, 394 feet. And the Dodgers are back up 2-1 in the top of the 4th inning. That was just a no-doubter out to right field. Gavin Lux now the batter. Dodgers up by 1. Nola working with a 2-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Driven into right. Harper going back. This one is going to go 1 hop to the wall. Harper has to play it in the warning track, and the throw comes in as Lux has a double in the top of the 4th inning. And now Will Smith is the batter. And who are we even going to warm up to pitch? Stu Ball's at 73%. To get him warmed up, he can face all these lefties down further in the lineup. If Nola continues to struggle, we're going to visit the mound, give Skubal a chance to start getting warmed up. Says, I feel great. He's thrown 56 pitches so far. Smith facing Nola, top of the 4th inning. Runner on second, nobody out. Smith batting with a 2-2 count, and he pops it up to right. Coming in is Harper. Going out is Horner, and he makes the play for out number 1. Runner holds at second. Seager, the next batter. 1 out, 1 man on. Nola faces Seager with a 1-ball count. Here comes the delivery. Driven down the left field line. That's going to drive in another run. Corey Seager will have an RBI double. as Gavin Lux comes around to score. Now the Dodgers are up 3-1 in the top of the fourth inning. So next up is Jock Peterson, and Tariq Skubal is ready to come into this ballgame. So he's going to come in to relieve Nolan in the top of the fourth. With one out and runner on second, Skubal comes out of the bullpen. He is going to try to shut down the Dodgers here in the top of the fourth. 1-2 is the count. Skubal looks for the sign. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike three. That is out number two. Got a fastball by him at 95 there. McKinstry now the batter. 2 outs. Runner on second. Skubal working with a full count. Grounded toward first. Rizzo has it. He steps in the base. 3 unassisted will end the inning. So the Dodgers take the 3-1 lead going into the bottom of the fourth inning. Chris Bryant leading off against Clayton Kershaw in the bottom of the fourth. 1-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Bryant pops it up on the infield. Third baseman calls for it. He makes the play in foul territory for out number 1. Harper the batter, 1 out, nobody on. Kershaw facing Harper with a 2-strike count. Kershaw with the delivery. Strike three called at the knees, and Harper cannot believe it. He thought that was low apparently, so that is out number 2. Buster Posey now batting. 2 outs and nobody on. Kershaw faces Posey with a 1-ball count. Here comes the pitch. And Posey grounds it towards second. The throw goes over to first and the inning is over. So the Cubs retired in order. We go to the top of the fifth of a 3-1 Dodger lead. Skubal will face, pardon me, Kershaw, and then the top of the Dodgers lineup in the top of the fifth inning. Skubal working with a 2-2 count to Kershaw. Here comes the delivery. Lined up the middle, there's a base hit. Clayton Kershaw contributing to his own cause, getting the leadoff single in the top of the fifth. That brings up Mookie Betts. Runner on first, nobody out. Skubal faces Betts with a 2-2 count. Grounded toward third, charging is Bryant. He throws to second, the relay to first. That is a 5-4-3 double play. So Bryant to Horner to Rizzo, and the twin killing is executed. And now Muncy the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Skubal working with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch to Muncy. And a swing and a miss, and the inning is over. So Skubal strikes him out to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth. The Dodgers up by 2. Skubal now will be pinch hit for in the bottom of the fifth inning. And the first man off the bench will be Tyler Nevin. Oh, Tyler Estrada day. We need to get something going here. Estrada's going to pinch hit for Skubal. We will warm up Liam Hendricks. And bottom of the fifth inning, Estrada leads off. Estrada 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs in this series. Kershaw working with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch to Estrada. And he pops it up. Second baseman comes over and calls for it. He makes the play for out number 1. Santana batting, 1 out, nobody on. Kershaw working with Santana with a 1-2 count. And Santana takes strike 3 looking, a belt-high curveball for out number 2. That is 3 strikeouts in the day for Clayton Kershaw. Niko Horner now the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. Kershaw faces Horner with a 1-strike count. Here comes the pitch. Lined into left field, that'll be a 2-out single. Horner stopping at first as the Cubs have a base runner, and it brings up Trent Grisham. 2 outs, 1 man on. Grisham faces Kershaw. Here comes the first pitch. And it gets away. The runner's going to head down to second. So now the runner's in scoring position. Grisham continuing his bat against Kershaw with a 1-ball count. Here comes the delivery. And he drives it in the air deep to center field. Going back, the center fielder on the warning track makes the catch, and the inning is over. So the Cubs strand a runner. They do not score. We're going to the top of the 6th of a 3-1 ball game. And now, Liam Hendricks is coming into this game. He is going to pitch in the 6th inning. Try to protect the 2-run deficit. Bellinger will oppose him in the batter's box. Hendricks working with a 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch to Bellinger. Hendricks looking for the sign. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That is out number 1. Gavin Lux now the batter. 2 outs. The 1 out, nobody on. Lux waiting for a 2-1 pitch from Hendricks. Here it comes. Driven into right. Harper coming in a few steps. He makes the catch for out number 2. Will Smith now the batter. 2 outs and nobody on. Hendricks facing Smith with a 2-2 count. Here's the delivery. Popped up. Short center field. Coming in is Grisham. He looks up. He makes the play and the inning is over. So the Dodgers are retired in order. We go to the bottom of the 6th of a 3-1 ball game. Kershaw faces Correa here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cubs down by 2. Running out of opportunities here in this NLCS. Correa waiting for the first pitch from Kershaw. And he pops it up to right. Off the end of the bat, there should be a lazy fly ball and an easy put out for the first out of the inning. Rizzo now batting, 1 out, nobody on. Kershaw with a 3-0 count. Here's the pitch to Rizzo. That is high and away for ball 4. So Rizzo takes the walk. And now Bryant is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. It's really tempting to pinch run for Rizzo right here, but we're not going to do that. Excuse me. Kershaw facing Bryant. 1 out, runner on first. Kershaw working with a 2-1 count. And Bryant lines it up the middle. There's a base hit. So the Cubs with 2 men on base here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and that will bring up Bryce Harper. So 1 out, 2 men on. Kershaw versus Harper in the bottom of the 6th inning. It feels like the game could be on the line right here, and we've got a guy who's 2 for 26 in the postseason at the plate. Kershaw working with a 3-1 count. There's a drive deep to left. It's not going to be deep enough on the warning track. The catch is made, and that is going to allow the runners to tag up and advance. So the sacrifice gets Rizzo over to third. Man, that was a deep fly ball, but he hit it to the well out in left field. Now Buster Posey is the batter with 2 outs and 2 men on. Kershaw faces Posey in the bottom of the 6th inning. Posey, 4 for 21 in the postseason. Kershaw working with a 1-strike count. And there's a liner into left field. That's going to drive in a run. Rizzo scores. Bryant stops at second. This is now a 3-2 ball game in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Hendricks comes up to the plate. We are going to warm up. We're going to warm up Junior Fernandez for the 7th inning. Kershaw is going to face a pinch hitter for Hendricks. And this is where we're going to bring up Soler. Soler will pinch hit with 2 outs and 2 men on in the bottom of the 6th inning. Soler has been a bit of a disappointment since he came over to the Cubs. However, he does have 29 home runs on the season. Soler versus Kershaw. 2 outs, runners on first and second in the bottom of the 6th inning. Kershaw working, full count. Here comes the pitch. Outside for ball 4. So Soler draws the walk, which is going to bring up Danny Santana. Bottom of the 6th inning, Santana coming to the plate. And now Alex Wood is coming into the game. This has been the Dodgers' best reliever in this whole series. He's thrown 6 shutout innings with 8 strikeouts and an ERA of 0. Wood faces Santana with the bases loaded, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-run ball game. Santana with 2 home runs in the postseason. Here comes the 2-ball count and the pitch to Santana. Alex Wood looking for the sign, and he hits it in the air. Short right field, the catch is going to be made, and the inning is over. The Cubs lead the bases loaded. We go to the top of the 7th. It is a 3-2 ball game. The Cubs did get 1 run back. And now Junior Fernandez is going to come into the game. He is going to pitch. And if he cannot get through this inning, for whatever reason, because this is the 7th, Presley will be warmed up to potentially bail him out if that becomes necessary. Junior Fernandez comes out to the mound. He's thrown 3 1/3 innings, walked 4, struck out 2 with a 2.70 ERA in this postseason. He's going to face the lower half of the Dodgers lineup in the top half of the 7th inning. So Fernandez faces Seager, full count. Seager standing in the left-handed batter's box. Here comes the pitch. And that is low for ball 4. So Fernandez does what Fernandez does, issuing a leadoff walk. Jock Peterson now is the batter. We're going to visit the mound. He says, oh, Ryan Presley is ready. Well, Fernandez is going to pitch to Peterson with a runner on first, nobody out. Top of the 7th inning. Fernandez looking for the sign. Here's the pitch. And he hits him in the knee. So now there's runners on first and second with nobody out. And Presley will be brought into the ballgame to face McKinstry. Oops. Presley brought into the ballgame to face McKinstry. And we're also going to warm up Edwin Diaz. So now Presley comes into the game. McKinstry in the batter's box. First and second, nobody out. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Presley looking for the sign. Here comes the delivery. Driven in the air to right. Harper goes back. He makes the running catch. That is out number 1. The throw goes to third, but the runner tags up and advances. And now with 1 out, there's runners on the corners in the top of the 7th inning. Presley, going to visit around, says, I feel great. He's now going to face Austin Barnes with runners on the corners and 1 out. Let's see if Presley can get a double play and get out of this inning. Otherwise, Diaz is going to have to come in to face Mookie Betts. Full count. That is low for ball 4. So Presley issues the walk. And now Diaz comes into the game to face Mookie Betts with the bases loaded and 1 out at the top of the 7th inning. Diaz faces Betts. Here comes the first pitch from Diaz. He is looking for the sign. And he hits him with the pitch. So Diaz hits him with the pitch. And now the run is forced in. It's a 4-2 ball game. Max Muncy is the next batter. 1 out, bases loaded. Bases still loaded, I should say. Diaz working with a 1-2 count. And it's a wild pitch, and another run's going to score. So now it's a 5-2 ball game in the top of the 7th inning. Diaz facing Muncy with second and third 1 out, top of the 7th inning. Diaz with a 2-2 pitch, and that is strike 3 swinging. So now the second out is recorded. Cody Bellinger is the batter. He has a home run in today's game. He comes up to the plate against Diaz with 2 outs and 2 men on. 1-2 is the count. Diaz gets him to swing and miss, and the inning is over. The Dodgers score 2 more times. We're going to the bottom of the 7th of a 5-2 ball game. And here to lead the 7th inning stretch today, we have the lead singer from Pearl Jam. So Wood faces Horner in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 ball is the count. Horner bats it. He grounds it over to first. First baseman picks it up, steps in the base. That's out number 1. Grisham the batter, 1 out, nobody on. Wood working with a 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch to Grisham. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. That's out number 2. Correa now the batter, 2 outs, nobody on. Wood facing Correa. First pitch, here it comes. Correa lines it up the middle. There's a base hit. So the runner is on first with 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th inning, and that brings up Anthony Rizzo. 2 outs, 1 man on. Wood faces Rizzo with a 2-2 count. And Rizzo swings and misses, and the inning is over. So the Cubs strand a runner. They do not score. We're going to the top of the 8th of a 5-2 ball game. Diaz will face Gavin Lux to lead off the top of the 8th inning. 1-2 is the count. Diaz looking for the sign. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That is out number 1. Giorco now the batter, pinch hitting from the number 5 spot with 1 out and nobody on. Diaz working. Here's the pitch to Giorco. Grounded toward third. Bryant has it. He throws over to first. That's out number 2. Seager now the batter. 2 outs and nobody on. Diaz working with a 2-strike count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That is the inning. So Diaz sets him down in order. We go to the bottom of the 8th of a 5-2 ball game. And now we are going to warm up Joe Jimenez to throw in the 9th inning. Kenley Jansen comes in to pitch for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 8th. He's going to face Bryant, Parker, and Posey here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 1 ball count. Bryant waiting for the pitch. Jansen looking for the sign. And here comes the delivery. Bryant drives it in the air to center. Center fielder adjusting toward left center, and he puts it away for out number 1. Harper now batting, 1 out, nobody on. Jansen faces Harper with a 2-1 count. Here comes the pitch to Bryce Harper. He drives it in the air down the right field line. That's going to be a home run. Bryce Harper hits a home run straight down the right field line. That makes this a 5-3 ball game in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bryce Harper showing up with a 382-foot home run, trying to get the Cubs back in this ball game. Buster Posey now is the batter with 1 out and nobody on. Jansen faces Posey with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Posey lines it right at the second baseman. That is out number 2. And now Diaz comes up with 2 outs and nobody on. The pinch hitter this time is going to be, let's see here. Jansen is a righty, but we're going to send Tyler Nevin up to pinch hit for the pitcher's spot. Nevin steps to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. Jansen faces Nevin with a 1-ball count. Here comes the pitch. Nevin drives it in the air to center field. However, the center fielder makes the running catch and the inning is over. So we're going to the top of the 9th. It's a 5-3 ball game here at Wrigley Field. Joe Jimenez will be brought in to pitch in the top of the 9th inning. He's going to face Pollock, McKinstry, and Barnes. Jimenez working. He has 6 strikeouts and 1 walk in 3 1/3 innings pitched in the postseason. Top of the 9th inning. Cubs down by 2. Jimenez facing Pollock. He's looking for the sign. And here comes the pitch. Grounded towards second. Second baseman picks it up, throws over to first. That is out number 1. McKinstry now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Jimenez working with a full count. Here comes the pitch to McKinstry. And a pop-up to left. Coming in is the left fielder. Santana gets under and he makes the play for out number 2. Barnes the next batter. 2 outs, nobody on. Jimenez faces Barnes with a 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss and the inning is over. So Jimenez works a scoreless 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning with the Cubs down by 2. Jansen facing Danny Santana in the bottom of the 9th inning. Santana leading off for the Cubs, down by 2. We're going to warm up Brent Suter in the event that we would actually go to extra innings here. Jansen working with a 2-1 count. Here comes the pitch to Danny Santana. He drives it down the left field line. That's going to be extra bases. Santana is going to head to second with a stand-up double to lead off the bottom of the 9th inning. Next up is going to be Niko Horner. Horner comes up with a runner on second and nobody out. Jansen working in the bottom of the 9th inning. 2-strike count. Here's the pitch to Horner. He swings and misses for strike 3. That is out number 1. Grisham now the batter with 1 out, the runner on second. Jansen faces Grisham with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him at the slider for out number 2. So the Cubs down to their final out of the season. Carlos Correa comes up to the plate. He is 3 for 4 today with an RBI. He faces Jansen with 2 outs, representing the tying run here at the plate. 2-2 is the count, and Correa lines it into right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Santana's going to try. No, he does not try to score. He stops at third. So the Cubs now have runners on the corners, and Anthony Rizzo comes up to the plate. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning, Anthony Rizzo faces Kenley Jansen. Rizzo, who is 0 for 3 today, and 4 for 25 in the postseason. Jansen faces Rizzo, 2-2 count. Rizzo swings and misses, and the season is over. So the Cubs lose 5-3 as they are eliminated in 4 straight games in the NLCS. The Dodgers getting 5 runs on 5 hits with no errors. The Cubs 3 runs on 10 hits with no errors. The Cubs go down in 4 straight games. Jock Peterson was actually injured in that game. I missed that somewhere. Clayton Kershaw gets player of the game. He goes to 2-0 in the postseason. Nola suffers the loss. And this game is the end of the Cubs season. So thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.